This is a brand new ignition switch for your Series 2A and Series 3. And as you see, trust in Lucas. And this is my 1968 Series 2A, and it hasn't been started for 30 years, but that fact is what I'm going to change. And if you're new to the channel, I'm Simon, and I bought this series as a non-running project. But I have already done a lot trying to figure out what needs replacing and what can be repaired. Oil leak. Tank into the bowl, and the bowl is almost full. There are still some bits that needs fixing before we can start this series up, and the ignition switch is one of those things, and that's the goal of today's video. Easy, you might think. You can just replace the old one with the new one. Well, let me give you a little more insight into me. I'm Simon, and I like to fix stuff. I like to repair things that are broken and also find solutions to problems. So that is what we're going to do today. We are going to find out why the old ignition switch isn't working, and I think it's because there are some connections problems inside of the ignition switch. So we're going to remove it, not with this maybe, and then we're going to see if we can open it up and see where it fails. We know this far that it fails on only the ignition part. Ignition on works, start does not. So let's remove it. I like the idea of fixing, repairing, instead of buying new. And you may be thinking you already bought a new one. Yeah, I know. It's also a feature that I have. I can get impatient and I don't want to be waiting for parts if I need them. And I can also sell it on to someone who needs it. So I think the first thing we should do is take a picture. As we learned earlier, removing something can make something not work. Should be able to just turn this. Okay, so just trying to make a little tool quickly with some sheet metal. And this is why everything takes much longer, because something happens. Let's see. Try to remove the other switches on top here first. I need a new wiper switch because it's broken off. Could maybe fix it, but let's see. These were a bit easier to take off. Let's see. This is metal and this is plastic, so yeah. The metal version looks more solid now. We have access to the big spanner, I hope. And this is 24 millimeter. I'm guessing that it should be inches, but it's what I have. So the front part is definitely rusted. Oh, it came loose. Woohoo! Like so. One old ignition switch. Good. Okay, so I was going to show you how it works, and I'm kind of a bit embarrassed to show you because maybe I have done something wrong, and that's why it didn't work. So using the multimeter connectivity mode, and the first thing we can check is, let's see, like so. So I have connected power to here, and then if you put it onto on, I got a signal there. Then we test the one down below, which is start. No, nothing. And that's how I connected it. So power in on this one, lights out on this one. But on, you get connectivity here. Start, you don't get connectivity from this one to this one, which when I test now from this one to this one during start, I get connectivity. So I think I have connected wrong. Power in here and lights out here, and I think power should be in here and lights out here. Let's see, this, have it on. Yeah, so both this and this get power, but when I put power on there, this works. Yeah, now after cleaning it, so much gunk into it. So it should be 0 ohm. I hope you can see that. 0 ohm. So it works. So definitely clean it up so it works better, because when I started out, it was only like part of, you can hear it, the beeping, connecting. You can hear the beeping, just almost not beeping and then beeping and then, yeah, so definitely a lot better. Okay, so maybe the whole thing is my fault. Power in, lights out, feed to coil. So let's clean this up properly, put it back in, and then we will see if it works. So don't use a steel brush on this. I think this is maybe aluminum, depending on where you are. You can see where I brushed, the color is coming back. Not, I think it's copper. Let's see. See the difference from before? Now, huge. A lot of build-up. Okay, so this is so much better. Almost looks better than the new one. Okay, so before I forget, as you saw, we tested and one of the reasons why I can be pretty positive that I have done this the wrong way is that on the new one as well, if I test start between these two, nothing, and start between, right. So definitely being, I think this has been connected wrongly. So we're going to put it back, then we're going to test it, and we're going to turn over the engine with the ignition switch for the first time. Hey. And reusing old parts. Like a lot. The good thing about doing this yourself is that you learn. So you learn the way it should be, and there's also a track here. So it's you cannot put it the wrong way. And the washer on the back, no, the nut on the back, you wait with that and put this all the way on first, the front. So don't overdo it. Okay. So it's back on. And we can put back the other stuff. Let's turn it so you can see. So this is power through the coil, direct power. So when you put the car in the on position, it gets power all the time. So coil, and then that's the white one, and then you have white and red. That's the starting. That's the one on the bottom, the single one. So that's start, and then we have the power coming from the distribution board, and this should be connected on top here and not on the side. And also this should be on the side because these are lights on. And then we have connected correctly, I hope, and nothing will burn. So nothing is smoking, that's good. Removing all the plugs. So, and probably gonna leak some oil from the input on the fuel pump. So the fuel pump isn't put back on, it's fixed, but it's not put back on, so it's gonna leak oil there, I think, when we start cranking. But let's get the top cover off as well, so you can see what happens when you turn the 2 1/4 engine over. Like so. Also need to put back on the, where is it? Wire to the solenoid. That's on. So in theory, if I crank over now, the engine should crank over. Now you see me, and we can hear the engine maybe. Oil pressure light is on. Charge light is on. Yes, fixed. Or maybe just, I'm just gonna check there's nothing in the way. Are we leaking oil? Okay. Let's do it some more. Okay, money shot. Did we get oil? Starting to see some oil. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so this turned out to be a much shorter video than I thought. Don't need the new one. Fixed the old one, which makes me really happy. The ignition switch work. It basically needed a proper clean out, and also I needed to connect it the right way. But when I tested it, definitely in the start, the connection wasn't good. So cleaning it up properly was a good thing to do. So if you have some ignition issues, try it out. And yeah, definitely connect it the right way. Don't need a new one. If someone needs a new ignition switch in Norway, let me know. I have a spare. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the short one. It's going to continue on the series, but I'm going on a trip next week, so it's going to be some time before the next episode. But I will be maybe on a trip when you see this. Yes. And I will be going to a different country, meeting a new friend, going on a trip. So it's going to be very, very interesting. So stay tuned for that. There's going to be some update on that. If you want to know more, go on Patreon, and because there's going to be a real update. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. More series is coming, and next time I'm definitely going to put stuff back on, and then we're going to see how far we can get and if we can get it started. So yeah, see you in the next one.